Hello and welcome to another video blog from home, and today on A Vogel Talks Menopause I am going to be talking about the best foods to help fight menopause fatigue. When we're tired, one of the first things we do is reach for something to eat. Now, good healthy foods can very often give you a quick burst of energy, whereas we know that bad foods can actually contribute to fatigue and make us feel worse. So this week I'm going to be talking about the best foods. Next week I'm going to be talking about the worst ones, so remember to join me then as well. Why is fatigue so common in the menopause? To be honest, it's probably one of the most common symptoms, and the majority of women will experience phases of fatigue at some point during the menopause. The reason is quite simple. The changing hormones, the way our body is having to adapt, drains us of energy. Our body needs lots of energy in order to keep itself nice and balanced. If as well we lead a busy life, and to be honest most of us do, then sometimes there just isn't enough energy to go around, and your body will just basically be saying, I'm tired, I need to rest. And if you're experiencing fatigue, one of the worst things you can do is push yourself through it, because that can make things even worse. So the best foods. Number one, apples. I love apples. It's a really quick, easy snack, and even better if you slice an apple up and spread a little bit of peanut butter or nut butter on the slices. It's an even better snack. Number two is salmon. Salmon is a great protein for the menopause. It's nice and pure. It also contains omega-3, which is great for brain function, your joints and your skin. Eggs, a really versatile food. If I'm hungry, very often in the afternoon, you get that mid-afternoon desire just to have something to eat. Very often I'll just boil an egg, mash it up, a little bit of salt and a little bit of mayonnaise, and that will keep me going right through until dinner time. You can also use them for your breakfast. Very often I'll have an omelette, or you can even make a nice quiche or something like that for your evening meal. Number four is brown rice. This has to be the round grain brown rice rather than the long grain brown rice. Try and make sure it's organic as well if you can. It is a bit time consuming to cook. It can take maybe 35 minutes to get soft enough. What I tend to do is to cook a big pot and then freeze little portions, so that whenever I feel I need something, especially if you get a real craving for some good carbohydrates, then you can take a little portion out the freezer. You can defrost it, add it to salad, or you can put it into soups, or if you're making a stew or a casserole, it's going to give you that little bit of extra food. It's very filling. So if you're getting food cravings, if you feel you're starving all the time, then this can certainly keep hunger at bay. And the great thing as well is that brown rice is very good for constipation. So if this is one of your menopause symptoms, then having a small portion of brown rice every day with one of your meals can often make quite a difference. Number five is sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. I'll often have them baked or roasted, or you can make them with very little oil into super oven chips. Number six is oatmeal. Now this has to be the proper oatmeal, not the tubs or the packets you get full of sugar that you just mix into boiling water and eat. It needs to be proper oats. Yes, again, it needs a little bit of cooking, but oats release their energy slowly. So again, this is another one that can help to keep your blood sugar stable. You can add things like ground up nuts or seeds, or even a few berries as well. That's the way I like it. First thing in the morning in the winter, a nice steaming bowl of porridge is absolutely great. And that certainly keeps me going until lunchtime. Number 7 is almonds. They are full of lots and lots of goodness. They've got magnesium in them, which is great for mood. Almonds have calcium in them too. Or you could substitute with other nuts, and also seeds as well, things like pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds. So if you're hungry mid-meal, then you can just take a tiny little hand size or palm size portion just to keep you going. What else can you do to help with fatigue? You need to eat little and often. Your blood sugars often go a bit askew during the menopause, and if you get very big highs and sudden dips, then this can really cause fatigue to kick in. So you need to eat little and often. So try and have some sugar-free snacks mid-meal, certainly if you can. We've got some super snack energy recipes on our food hub on the website. So if you want to have a look at those, please feel free. The other thing you can look at is we have a lovely drink called Balanced Mineral Drink. It's got calcium, magnesium, potassium in it, vitamin D and zinc. And this can be really nice for that mid-afternoon slump. Again, if I'm working in the office and I don't have access to the kitchen, I'll sometimes have a little drink. It's also nice, I find it really helpful if I'm going to the gym and halfway through the session I think, oh, I'm getting a little bit tired, so I'll take some in my water bottle just to give myself that little bit of a boost. The other thing, last but certainly not least, remember to drink plenty of plain water. Dehydration will cause fatigue really, really quickly. So it's important to get your daily water allowance in there somewhere too. There may be a point where you need to see the doctor about fatigue. If you are getting fatigued every single day, if it's getting to the point where you can't cope with even getting out of bed, if you find that you're getting tired at the slightest little thing, then this needs checking out. Other health issues can pop up during the menopause, such as low iron, low thyroid function, low vitamin D and low vitamin B12. And all of these can cause fatigue too. So your doctor can test for these just to rule them out. So I hope you found this one helpful. If any of you have any other food tips that really help you to fight fatigue or give you a lovely boost of energy, then please share them with us. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week for those bad foods.